Hello, this is Adam Jr. Systematic Front, and this is going to be an overview on Coach Mike's new intro, everything that's inside of it, and what lessons you can learn from that intro to be able to make an intro of your own of similar quality. Now, you may be thinking, why is Adam Jr. giving an overview of Coach Mike's intro? Does he even know who made it, let alone how it was made? And to that I say,
well, of course I know him. He's me.
Yes, I made this intro for Coach Mike, and I also made his previous intro when he went by CHF, though there was too much petty politics going on for me to take credit for it. So there are two things that were really important to me to get right with this intro. The first one is I wanted to have strong tie-ins between his first intro and his second intro, so it's a progression and development of the brand, and not just a total abandonment and redesign. You'll see if you play the intros side by side that they do develop pretty similarly. The other tie-in that I have with them is the music, whether it has that lyrics to it. Now, something that I think that not even Coach Mike knew about that first video. The reason I chose audio that had Let's Go in it was Let's Go was actually the name of a new Pokemon game that was coming out. So for the first time, let me say, Coach Mike, thank you for helping me promote the best video game franchise of all time. The second thing that was really important to me to get right about this intro is I wanted it to be something that, regardless of how Coach Mike develops his channel in the future, I wanted to be sure that the intro would still be timeless. To do this, I focused more on the history of the channel than its actual current direction, and I think that the history of the channel is something that his audience will always be able to relate to, and that Coach Mike will always be proud of. Now, on the first screen of the intro, you'll see a football and a rising green arrow. The football will progress through all the screens, because that's always going to be a common thread of the channel. Whether it's Madden Mobile, Madden on console, NFL, XFL, football will always be there. The rising green arrow points to the occasional finance video, but even beyond that, it just points to a rising, developing, and improving brand over time, when looked at through the context of the rest of the intro. The second screen is where things really start to get interesting. If you look closely, you'll see that it actually contains a logo and intro for the Coach Squad, which was a subscriber-based league for one of his early Madden Mobile leagues. Now, this intro and logo didn't exist at the time. I created them now to create a visual element of this part of the channel's history. The third screen shows the original CHF intro, which we already talked about. The fourth screen is my personal favorite. It contains a brand new logo and intro for the Band of Brothers League, which is CHF's, as of now, current league in Madden Mobile. Once again, this logo and intro did not exist prior to this video I've created. I made it, and I made it well, so that if Coach Mike or anyone else wanted to make Band of Brothers themed content, that they would have an intro that they could use to do it. So if anyone wants it, let me know. Now, at this point, we've also passed over the bottom text underneath the screen that says Football Finance Fun, which is the slogan that CHF is using to cover the broad array of interests that he has. Also, on the opposite side of the screens, there's text that says Hall of Fame, which is to give a visual context of where this intro is, as well as hint at more NFL and football imagery. Finally, as we break into the final room for the logo reveal, there's a couple things worth mentioning here. First of all, Coach Mike opted to shy away from having a traditional logo, and instead just wanted to have the words Coach Mike and a picture of himself, and so I stayed true to that. The second thing worth mentioning is as the ball rolls across the screen, you'll see a puppy start to chase it. And the reason for that is a bit deeper than I'd be able to get into this video. But essentially, Coach Mike does a lot of charity work on the side for an organization called Project to Heal, which provides service dogs for wounded veterans. So to close out the intro, I have the puppy moving in front of the words Coach Mike, because if there's one thing that he would allow to overshadow himself, it would be the good work of Project to Heal. So that goes over the entire intro. There's a couple other elements I'm still in the process of making for him. I just completed a couple transitions that you can use as well. In general, the way that I make my templates, and something that may help you, is I'll purchase the rights for using different graphics that are designed for TV broadcasts, and then I'll repurpose them and edit them down into YouTube intros and different elements that can be used there. If you would like to see more of my process, go ahead, let me know in the comments, leave a like on this video, and I'll keep on making content like this, because honestly, I enjoy helping other people create content and creating content for other people more than I do playing any game. So that's all I got. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.